Blah, 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 blah.
Something now.
Something now.
Working now.
Can we talk about the fact that me and Shiggy just had the same brain cell for a second there?
Siblings.
Sibling things. Bless you.
I didn't realize that robots sneeze. Was that just a transfer of data? Oh, I see.
So to speak.
Mhm.
Someone's gonna get turned into the great mighty poo.
Oh no.
That's why I suggested it. And I
Oh,
still know that song off by heart.
oh, Makari.
And I'm going to throw my shit at you.
Oh,
The lyric.
So Makari.
Yes.
In the RPG game, like Metopia,
Mhm.
I've been working on 100%ing it, right? And to 100% it, you have to make a whole bunch of different characters. And every time I get to where I need a new character, what I've been doing is just like looking at my like DM list in Discord because I've only been making VTubers. And I go straight down until I find the first VTuber that I've DM'd that I haven't already made. Want to see yours?
I would love to.
'Cause I spent time and made you in Metopia.
What about the Metopia now?
I made Makari, and I was asking Makari if she wanted to see her character.
Oh hell yeah.
Hi guys, I'm now live.
Oh.
Hey.
That 15-minute timer.
Rip.
Yeah, that kind of sucks when your stream doesn't hear you. Fuck.
That's actually probably a good thing because you can get banned for that.
7 days.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say 7 days.
That's probably gonna be more since VTubers.
Well, probably less if you suck the dick of the Twitch admin.
Hey yo. Yeah, first you gotta find them.
There you go, Makari.
That's actually amazing. I love it.
I'm curious what class you decided to choose for Makari.
Imp.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised then.
She's an airheaded imp.
Hey, airhead. Okay, fair.
Kinda fits.
Look, I'm airheaded. All right, listen. The only reason you get me airheaded is because it's stupidly late at night whenever we are in to hang out. So I'm usually tired and shit.
I've watched your streams before. You act like this is the only time I like interact with you. I've watched your streams. I am a notorious lurker.
Yeah, she is. She... Sure thing, buddy.
And yes, Disney, I have taken my meds. Ah, for myself.
Why did I hear? Yeah, I heard that in like echo. Fuck.
Are you watching Boop's stream?
No. Maybe.
Because now I've muted Boop's stream and I don't hear myself.
Yeah, I had that up. He's on Era Forge right now. Oh my lord.
Why isn't Desi here? Desi is going to be late. Desi is going to be late, and Milk will not be here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
That's the gist of the chat.
Can the others hear me? Like, hi. Hi.
Oh, I see a cute little fox.
Audio
fox.
issues go. Oh, now
That
they can
would
hear
be,
me.
Hades.
Oh,
Fun.
Hades.
Fun.
Yeah,
fun.
Hades is in my chat.
Hades
Hi,
nuts.
Hades.
He do be lurking though.
Hades nuts. Sorry.
No,
I think I
don't do
fixed it.
that. And a hot Chucky delivery. Oh, I
After-
would love to have hot Chucky right now.
Wait.
Milk is the most wholesome one. Character.
Yeah.
Character is the most wholesome one.
Oh yeah.
We
That
are
is very
all
true.
we are all lewd tubers.
Oh, hell, absolutely. Milk
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 is-
my Fansley.
Milk-
So
Yeah, Milk's character is just the most wholesome character. Well, I don't know. Well, okay.
Testing.
Mine and his character
Testing.
are both rather wholesome because my
Your
character
character's fully like ace, I think.
like yeah, my character is fully ace. Like gender non-binary and ace. Like just
Oh, people are late for right now. That's what's happening. And one can't make it. Yes. So we're just waiting. We're lurking. Yeah. We're waiting on Desi. Unfortunately, Milk is unavailable.
and then I won't be available next week.
We should probably
Either.
have the Barbarian for the combat session, though.
Probably. Even though I typically just miss all the time. Like I rarely ever
Hey,
actually
Scraps
hit.
has never been in a scrap before.
True.
I guess you never miss.
No, I'm thinking of my other campaign. I'm thinking of my other campaign.
Yeah.
Yay! What the fuck did I do?
My Tuesday set, like my Tuesday campaign that I'm in. I somehow like I miss all the time. I rarely ever hit, but I end up being the one that lives.
imagine.
And I'm playing the equivalent of a bard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, yeah, Disney. I am definitely a
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
other for it, and it's going to require audience participation.
Ooh.
So I need to actually have a stream where I have people in chat that are willing to, participate.
I mean, you can bet your ass there's going to be people participating for sure.
D&D's pretty niche,
Yeah.
even in the best of times.
It is, but viewers, most of, especially the ones that are regular, they tend to want to interact with our streamers.
True,
So-
but there are fewer regulars than you'd think.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking to a guy that has probably like
It's one of
6
those
viewers right now.
D&D ends up being something that you get for the people you've established through other means.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Twitch streaming in general, to be honest.
Yeah. Like, I'm fully... If I wasn't exclusively pretty much the D&D guy, I would not do well with D&D.
Mhm. Oh yeah, D&D does not do well on my channel, but I am the type, I'm like, hey, no, I am streaming D&D because I fucking love D&D.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey.
You're not gonna tell me I
see
can't.
a little cat boy in my stream. Hi. What are you doing here?
I don't know. Should I not be
Are
here?
you- I am technically live, so probably.
Oh. Oops, I'm so sorry.
Stay. You can tell honorary.
Wait, who was that?
No, they're gone.
I can
Who was
tell
that?
them to come back.
Who tapped out? I didn't see who it was.
That is Avi. I've known them for a while. Yeah, they're really wholesome, really cute.
Oh, they would not do well around.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
no,
did
they
not be in here.
love
There's a
to
danger of
hang out.
corruption there. Careful.
They are already plenty corrupt.
To the point of not to be like us.
Not that far, but not much farther.
Oh, so it just needs a little push then. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. If you want, I can ask him to come back if you want to just interrogate him.
No. It's fine. I was just curious who it was.
How does he be submissive and breedable?
I'm just gonna mute my audio for a second here. Yes. I'll just DM you guys.
Use your words.
Are you good, Makari? Are you good? Your mic is like picking up a whole bunch of.
Is it?
It's picking up the
Makari's.
whole room.
Yeah, Makari's is.
I don't know why.
Jesus Christ, is my antivirus running something right now?
Hi, St. Louis. Hi, darling.
It's not running a scan, so.
I feel weird saying this on stream, so I just want, or like even posting it on the server just because people, like players can still look through through all the different channels and all that. So I'd rather just keep that more.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
There.
That's why I didn't say anything.
It made me really happy to see them. Hey there, Rachne.
But I know you had a nightmare. Yeah, my nightmare like fucked me up. I've been up since 2 a.m.
That would have fucked me up too, not gonna lie.
Haven't been able to go back to sleep.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask, but I want to.
I mean, pretty much I was in a car accident with someone that I really care about, and they got thrown from the car. I went to give them CPR, and when I went to push down, my hands went through, and I ended up crushing their heart. And then when I looked up, and the face of the guy who sexually assaulted me when I was in middle school was like right in my face, telling me that the only way I wouldn't be arrested is if I did what he did and kill myself before I can be arrested.
What the fuck?
Isn't the brain a magnificent thing?
Jesus fucking
Because
Christ.
it's like you killed him. The only way you can avoid being arrested is if you kill yourself like I did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What
You gotta wonder what
the-
kind of message the brain is sending you, whenever you're having a dream or a nightmare like that.
It was
Are
I
you
I
okay?
woke up like shaking and crying.
That
She's fine. She just didn't sleep.
And then I haven't slept since. Are we gonna do some D&D? We are waiting on Desi.
Desi's unfortunately late. Yep.
In 3 minutes.
Yeah, that is I am okay now. I was not okay this morning.
Oh, me not bad. I usually have a good fortitude for that kind of shit, but yeah, that would have shaken me too.
Yeah. I don't get nightmares that often, but when I do, they're pretty bad.
I don't drink
Yeah.
beer that often, but when I do.
By the way, I just told our little guest what Makari said about him.
Oh? Get snitched on. What was the reaction?
They haven't responded yet.
Oh.
They are, by the way. Very. But yeah.
I mean, that's why I asked. I gotta know.
Yeah. They're lovely. Anyways. Moving right along. I shouldn't be looking at my Twitter.
Yeah, I actually decided to close my Twitter. Close the phone, put it away.
I should probably close mine too, since I have screen share on.
You do not want to show some sensitive stuff on stream, please.
I have
Yeah.
like 3 different kinds of dungeon. What the fuck?
Brain fart.
3 different kinds of like
Content that you
Anytime.
see on your Twitter.
Yeah. Google Chrome windows. So I am just separating them between what I can do and don't need at the moment. No, 4. One is the view for a stream, which I should actually pin.
Akko!
I'm assuming that's a friend.
It is. Akko, thank you so much for the resub for 16 fucking months. Holy shit.
What the fuck? That's
I love
insane.
me.
Mm-hmm. Akko's been there for a while.
You met Akko.
Have I? Oh, I have! Right. I'm not smart.
Memory is a thing that forgets.
I was gonna say, you met Akko.
I have. I see, said the blind man. I'm not smart. Never claimed to be. I am small brain.
I know the
Small
feeling.
brain.
Tries to think.
Failed.
Nat 1.
Program failed.
None of us are smart. Yeah, you're watching me.
I mean, I'm a robot and I'm a fucking dumbass.
That's what happens when you try to put a computer and a toaster together.
Alright, I'm going to. Hey.
That's 30 already.
Yep.
I mean, did you
Was
honestly think that
she
she was going
away
to
from
pop
her
in?
computer or something?
Did you honestly think she was going to pop in at 6:30?
I mean, I'm hoping.
I mean, yeah, you can hope, but if you know,
It's one of those things where I think she's completely taken away by her subathon.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody would at that point where she is.
I mean, even after.
According to what I've see, they are packing their car.
I should have already packed, but this is me we're talking about, so.
Yeah, why is it not packed yet, Shiggy? What the fuck?
Because
Sorry.
I hate packing. But hey, because I'm bringing my travel wheelchair, I get to go through the fast TSA line, so.
Wheelchair?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, it's primarily for when I like travel, because walking around and stuff will tire me out super quickly.
Ah, yes.
So if we're gonna be, going to a whole bunch of places, then
I get you.
yeah, I don't want to, get super tired and be the reason that everyone has to go home because Shiggy's sleepy.
Shiggy's sleepy. Put her in the basket.
Yeah, so I just we have me a small travel wheelchair.
Just get a Shig and a blanket.
Yeah. Except
Too
for
bad
Shiggy.
she's not travel size.
Yeah. I mean, I am petite-ish.
Just put you on the back and just attach you on someone. There you go.
I fully forgot most of the details of how tall anyone is the moment anything happens.
I am 5'5".
I'm a little bit taller than that. I'm like 5'8".
I'm 5'11".
Where are you going? I am going to Hawaii.
Gonna eat that pizza with the pineapple on it. What?
No. What do you mean no?
Okay.
Dad? Oh,
Probably
you're talking about pizza.
probably my comment.
Okay, I actually like pizza with pineapple on it, but think about it. I also can't have pizza with tomato on it. So
That is true.
I don't get
Pineapple
the
on pizza's
tomato
good.
pineapple mixture.
It's actually not that bad.
I get
But,
Alfredo.
What's up?
Desi will be here in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Smile.
Are you sure you want to do a big combat?
Less and less.
I was about to say, might make the combat either a lot easier or a lot smaller.
I mean, there's already one enemy NPC that apparently disappeared at the start of it. So, I mean, how many do we have? Like maybe 2 to kill if the other merchants transform. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, take away some hit points, or lower some ACs.
Mm-hmm. Increase
and
some
also we got
damages.
Davith with us, so that's an extra member in the group.
Davith is high.
That
Yeah.
is my boy.
All right.
The boy's gonna
I'm
give
going
us
to
both
get
ones.
started now in that case, just for the sake of making everything slightly easier. And by slightly easier, I mean just get things running. So the last time that we were all here, let me get started. The last time we were all here, you guys made your way into the sort of back streets of London. making her way to a small
Alright.
Word to God.
making her way through to a through the black markets, as Jack the Ripper had instructed you to prepare and get whatever it is you would need in order to face the Witch of Whitechapel, as he prepared to set up an ambush in somewhere near London Bridge, where she would effectively be cornered and not have any options to run.
Are we gonna have the reason it falls down?
Smile. So,
Or are we gonna be Fergie?
Quick question.
mhm.
I bought that crossbow thing.
Shit.
Is there a way for me to add it to my inventory?
There
I forgot the
should
name
be.
of it.
Yes. I believe it was a rope launcher.
Yeah, rope launcher.
Yeah, it's because we haven't really started yet, Disney. Like I can change it, but it's not really.
New consumable. Let's go.
Rope launcher. Okay. And let me just scroll. Fuck. Okay. I completely forgot I had to do that stuff.
Oh, I can edit it if you want me to do it.
Yes, if you could just copy paste that description into the rope launcher, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure.
But as you guys made your way through the market, you'd all decided to buy various different trinkets and objects. Makari was drawn mostly to Daveth, a merchant who seemed to be very familiar with her work, most notably for the purposes of snorting or consuming or injecting, we are not sure, goblin grease into their body. However
No.
one does that,
As a goblin,
we
I
don't
must
know.
it's perfectly normal and perfectly upstanding. And if anyone would like to purchase goblin grease, I sell them by the vial on every Sunday at your local street corner.
Mm-hmm. You can get your own free vial of goblin grease with a subscription to the 1000 level tier in her Fansly.
Only goblins.
Oh my lord.
Only gobs.
goblins. Only gobs.
Only gobs. No.
After some convincing, Daveth was brought on board as a potential party member, as he's just the right brand of crazy to sign up to fucking kill people. Straight up. This the moment you mentioned murder was involved, he was on board.
Great.
Moving right along,
Murder hobo.
Nox was able to, going down the list, Nox was able to speak with a gunsmith by the name of Valeri, who was able to offer him several different firearms and options for weaponry. Some of them far beyond his price range. However, one option he'd received was a sort of rope gun. This crossbow would launch a magic piece of rope that would automatically latch on to a creature or a object, allowing it to be a useful tool for infiltration or capture.
What was the name of the weapon again? Rope thrower?
Caster.
Caster. That's the one I was looking for.
I won't be able to put in the art yet, but it's there. I'll put it in
That's right.
eventually.
Scripture.
And Garrison was able to sneak in and grab a set of cathedral armor. Armor that would grant him some strange connection with the divine. This allows him to cast prismatic spray, an option for incapacitation and blindness. that is more or less where we left off as far as shopping goes, as the session was rudely interrupted as a very strange reddish emission started to flow out of the chimneys of the buildings nearby. As you made your investigation checks, I believe it was Makari who was able to tell that the emissions were very, very similar to those made by the poison gas that she had developed. And not only that, it was seemed to have been mixed in some way with the hide potion that had caused Jekyll to become feral and violent, turning into Mr. Hyde. As you all made your way, looking around, one of the shopkeepers that Garrison was talking to had transformed into a beast. But that was just before, they didn't stay that way for very long, as Nox came over and, without hesitation, popped a cap right between their eyes, killing the creature. And that is where we left off. So,
Which one is next?
as you, so that's where we were.
That's not melee. Simple range, yes.
Let me see. And you, at this point, you all rolled initiative. So I'm going to...
Did you roll for me since I wasn't here last week?
I think you did.
No, I did not. I did not hit her. I did not do it. I did not hit her. This is bullshit. I did not. Oh,
Would you say the ropecaster is more of a light crossbow, since it looks like a pistol crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me do that for you, Shiggy.
Here.
I desperately need a third monitor.
It is not letting me.
Oh, because I did roll for you. You rolled a 23.
Oh, shit.
Okay. As of this point, no combat has begun yet, but this is sort of what you all see. By the way, the music is, I'm playing it through the Discord stream so that it's just easier for me. But you are free to play whatever you want. Also,
I don't know if my chat's going to be able to hear it, but let's hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Nope. Still got a little bit of that COVID, don't you?
Yeah, I have the
COVID.
lingering cough and the fatigue.
And sadly, the fatigue, that you're used to it already, but the cough, yeah, you're gonna be stuck with that for maybe another week.
Oh no, it's gonna
COVID
be
sucks.
it's gonna be a long time. I'm already ready for or not ready, but mentally prepared.
She's already ready for round 2.
Not round 2, but just like having the cough for forever.
Oh boy.
I'll send you something later after stream if you want.
Cool. As of right now, there is no change in the air. But Nox, I'll just sort of speak for Garrison right now, as I'll just say, we should try to make our way to the others. Stay close.
Agreed. He still has my mask on his face, by the way, since, don't want him to breathe that.
And Gab, Issa and Scraps, since the two of you are also here, give me a sort of insight or well, actually, you rolled a nat 20 on that medicine, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, she did.
Yes. Or someone rolled absurdly high on that check. Oh yeah, you did. You rolled a 24. Makari, you will be able to tell that the key to this right now would be like covering your mouth and making sure you breathe in as little as possible. You will see that a lot of the people around you are drop quickly. And only one so far has turned into a monster, but they're a lot of the people, notably not, have just. You're not sure, you haven't really checked on them, but they just passed out.
Got their gun seller.
How many of the chimneys are actually spewing this?
I'm counting 5, maybe 4.
You will see about, if you zoom out.
Oh yeah, maybe actually a little bit more.
Is it just the
A
ones
lot of
down-
them.
Like 6.
Is it just the ones down this? Like, path?
You will see specifically. Give me a perception check to sort of like spot the horizon. You can also try and like climb up or get sort of altitude. I imagine at this point everybody has like covered their mouths who needed to. Like
Would I need to? Since
No.
I don't. Okay, I was about to say I don't need to
you,
breathe.
you and I are okay for that.
Yeah. Would you be trying to get some like altitude of some kind?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on
I
top
see a
of
Desi.
I'm gonna stand on top of Davith.
It's a Desi.
I
How you doing,
Hey,
honey?
Desi.
Hi.
I'm trying something a little bit new with the audio. I'm just going to be streaming it from the Discord. So
Sure.
if you want to listen to that, you can absolutely do that.
Okay.
But as you stand on top of Davith, I'm just going to move Davith down like half a block just so that it looks like you're on top of him. With that height, it stretches on for a few hundred meters.
That's gonna be
But you will
total fucking
see
chaos
at
in
a
town.
specific point within, you'll see notably it will stop right before the major avenues, right before the major roads. It is limited almost exclusively to these slummy areas where the back streets would be, where the black markets are, where the disenfranchised would find them, or criminally inclined would find themselves.
Yeah, using the poor as experiments, huh?
People that won't be missed.
Mm-hmm. All the other, like, at this, Nox, I'm sure at this point you would be moving up with Garrison to the rest of the party?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Everyone who's still on ground... Sorry.
Can I do like some funky fresh move here?
Sure.
Can I use that knife that you gave me earlier to open a portal and get Davith to do a big magic suck to the gas to pull it into the pocket dimension?
The pocket dimension can only hold 5 pounds worth of stuff.
Oh no.
5 pounds of air is still a lot of fucking air, though.
Mm-hmm.
5 pounds of air would probably give you about...
How
No,
heavy is the gas?
We're not
though,
talking
is
about
what we're
PSI.
talking.
We're not talking about PSI. We're just talking about straight up weight.
this much air, but you'd have to fully use the whole thing in like a dome around you, and then before the air disperses back in. Like, being realistic, it is a heavy chemical. It is falling to the ground. It is aerosolized, but just barely.
Oh, it's on the ground then.
Does anyone have like a protective dome spell?
I mean, I can literally
I
launch
can-
myself to the
Yeah.
or launch people on the rooftops.
Do you
If
not
that
have?
I mean,
helps.
there
have
are
places-
there are some spells that I can't think of the name of them, but there are some spells that like create protective domes. I was thinking we could create a safe space for people to run to instead of panicking and running around in circles.
Mm-hmm.
They could. Does fuck, brain.
Sorry?
Doesn't Nox have like explosive shots or something?
I got one
He
explosive
does.
bullet.
We just have Abath explode all of the chimneys.
Good
Would you
idea.
would you take the chance of exploding that? You don't know what kind of effect the gas is gonna do though.
Abath make the chimneys go boom.
Okay. Cool. As he does that, I will just say for the sake of everyone here, Garrison, even though he is not here, will cast a protection from poison on Avacyn and Issa, because you two are the ones who need to breathe.
Breathing is important.
Garrison's just protected by his god. He's fine.
Unironically, that does a divinity does seem to be a defense within this chemical warfare. Davith will move forward, and as he does so, everybody give me a perception check real quick. Ooh,
Dang,
that's
that's a good roll.
19. Issa's eagle-eyed today, isn't she? Oh my god.
Jeez.
You guys are on guard, and I love it.
We've been really
Now
shitty.
watch when we get to the actual combat. Ha ha ha.
How you
Davith.
dare jinx us?
Davith will
I
just say,
know the truth.
okay. And he will do a climb on top of the food, step on the barrels, climb up, and then like take out a rolled something. And there's a mist that will envelop him, and he will step up to here. Right next to the chimney.
Oh boy.
And he will take like his bag and like sort of stick it into the chimney. Yeah. Yeah. What? And then he will take a small vial of some substance, which is his chromatic orb, and hurl it at his bag of other stuff. And I just need to draw something real quick. Why do I let this? Why there's something wrong with me.
You love Davith. I love Davith. We all love Davith. Davith is the best character to have been added to this game.
Ah.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, that's
We're all
big.
dead.
Oh, hi. Oh, fuck.
Oh, hi. That is probably the right size. I'm just gonna make a...
A slight
That is
little
probably the
adjustment.
right size. Good news. 2 of the chimneys are down as one of the chimneys is down and one of them is like stopped working fully because of breeze. But you will just see it is not the chemicals themselves that are burning. It is the fact that he literally took his backpack, stuck it inside, and then threw a vial of something at it and created a very large explosion. And he falls back. A little bit singed, but otherwise unharmed.
I imagine him cackling like a madman.
Yeah. This is how the Great Fire of London happened.
David, you're going to have to give me the recipe for that concoction sometime.
His turn.
The secret is magic.
And he'll he's just like looks so proud of himself in this moment. As you all, with your perception checks before, you all looked through the fire, through the explosives, and you were able to see hidden within the mist, there is another one of these creatures. They were weak, but they don't seem to have spotted you at all. Not in this moment. But, the biggest thing you would be able to tell Nox with a natural 20, having seen that thing before, like face to face, its most keen, most visible feature was that its undead, almost death-like appearance as it floats, as if it's swimming through the air. And the one massive eye in the center of its head.
Oh boy.
Fantastic.
You all try to, with like your dome and your knowledge of the gas, it's slowly dissipating. It'll probably take 10-15 minutes, and as you all meet in, some people are running through, making their way over. Some in better shape than others. All of them in some form of disarray here in this moment. But Nox with a natural 20. You will notice that there's a man in this like dome of safety that you've created on everyone. That this is created by like taking a gas and compressing it into this dagger. You will see that there is one individual here who looks a little bit more worse for wear. This one. You will see that he is wearing a very, very thin, he's wearing a well-tailored outfit and has long, flowing black hair. But what you will notice more than anything are his eyes, as they are slightly orange. The same color as the creatures you noticed before.
Well tailored, long hair, so Shiggy would think he's hot.
This person sort of approaches you, knocks. What happened here? Do you and normally this would be like a surprise.
Normally, but I'm already aware of him.
As he's like slowly entered. Ah, that's the wrong. Whoops. Well, you know,
Hello.
that's the wrong art. Whoops. That's not what it's supposed to be.
Was that a beholder? The fuck?
That is a beholder.
What
Oh,
are you
no.
talking about? What do you mean? It's not a beholder. It's something else. Smile. I totally
it
didn't
some-
forget.
Was it supposed to be a beholder? And then you're like,
No.
oh,
Imagine finding a beholder
was-
at level 5. Goddamn.
No, I wouldn't throw a like full
What's a
beholder at you guys at level
what's a
5.
beholder?
they
Don't
suck.
worry about it.
Hey, yo, I like sucking.
If they're looking at, they have if their eyes are open and looking at you, yeah, it's just a cone of fuck your magic. Your magic no worky here.
They
Ah,
also have the
means so.
ability to petrify you, if I recall, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's insta KO. You die.
They have multiple
Ah.
eyes too that are on stalks, so they can look in a whole bunch of different directions. So a whole bunch of directions of no magic.
hell.
Yeah. That's why you like fighters and barbarians
Hmm.
against those.
What
Interesting.
are the names? What did I call this guy? This is also the wrong music because it's on a playlist and it's shuffling through all of my music.
I was like, it's a little bit too calm for the situation.
Yeah, this is probably accurate. Accurate. There we go. It should be looping. It is looping. Got it. It'll
So
approach
with that,
and
with
sorry.
just a little question, the chimney that just exploded, wouldn't that gas that dissipate save the gunsmith and the tabaxi?
Oh, yeah. A lot of the gunsmith, like the people who survived, were like people who happened to just be next to you.
What
there's,
happened
like,
to the guy down there though? I remember the guy with the cigar in the bottle. That guy's got to have transformed or something.
Fully, you no longer see a corpse on the ground.
Oh, nice.
But you will see this creature begin to slowly approach. It is another beast as you step forward. This thing is large, fully, again, the well-tailored black suit, eyes on tendrils in one centralized one as it
The guy
steps
here?
forward. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of retconning things on the fly because I'm starting to get fired. I'm not a good DM. This one.
Ooh,
Smile.
that's a lovely art.
And as it approaches, it has no mouths with which to speak, but even still, its voice echoes. We were looking for you. And as it says that, you'll see
nice.
coming from
More.
the alleyways more of these creatures who stayed away, and you will see they're all of their voices echoing. The 5 of you. You should not exist.
Bloody hell, not again.
That wouldn't be the first time I've heard that.
And here, I'm just gonna have I'm going to have these guys roll initiative. I'm going to have the minions have their own round of combat just to make things easier for me. And the Witch's Eyes also has his own initiative, Smile.
Oh, would you look at that?
Scraps, you are first.
Are the merchants also going to participate in the fight?
You know what? Yeah, they would.
Because you got a literal mage and you also have a gunslinger, so
Yes,
it would make
yes.
sense.
I will add them into initiative, but Scraps is still first because I believe they
Oh.
rolled very well.
Yeah.
It has me in a silo for some reason.
Oh,
That is not what I see.
I'm seeing scraps right now.
Like if you look in the player list.
No, I
That's
see
up.
Scraps.
Why does it say
I'm
Upsilon?
seeing scraps.
Let me try refreshing.
Oh, you probably... I have the players list closed. You probably had the players list, the file closed. But your token's on the map and it's an initiative and you're first.
I'm trying to hit, like, for me to, like, rage. And it says, your controlled actor Upsilon Silo does not have an item with the name Rage.
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
There you go.
There
Scraps.
we go.
Yay! You did it. Alright, we have Davith.
I get
know we
to
have-
get anger.
Get angry. You see
Um,
this
Angie.
creature. You good?
I am good.
Pog.
it's just a piece of lung. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Just-
get anger and what does this do again? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Not that one. Spectral warriors appear when I enter rage. While I'm
Yes.
raging, the first creature I hit with an attack on my turn will become the target of the warriors which hinder its attacks until the start of my next turn. That target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against me. But I'm not attacking anybody this turn because I am not within melee range of anyone. So I will just be going 20.
Charge!
Mm-hmm. You could also hold your action.
I could.
For like if something gets into melee. That is always an option
Yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah, I'll move and then hold my action. Yeah, that's what I'll do. If it gets into melee range with me, then
Ooh,
will,
Lyra's gonna be last.
I will rage.
Alright, Davis rolled last.
Oh no, Davis.
Alright. As you step forward, the witch's eye will turn its attention to all of you. Lovely. So, smile.
Out of curiosity, what level is that boss?
God,
You don't
oh,
have to answer
God.
me if you don't want to.
13.
13? Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna
You
throw
guys
my
killed
phone.
level 13 bosses before.
The last boss I think we killed was level 10.
And now you're level 5. You killed him at level 4.
There.
I'm not throwing bullshit at you guys for no reason. You've established that you are all clearly capable fighters who can throw everything I have at you. So
And now
when
I'm scared
I
because
have a
Shiggy
one
jinxed
Tell
us.
that to Silo. Tell that to Silo.
smile. So when I say that this man has a anti-magic cone that's 150.
Huh.
Hey, look at that, beholder.
Hi. It's a reef-skinned beholder. Smile.
Oh,
That's what I was
that's what I
about.
thought.
Fucking hate it.
That's what I thought.
Hi. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a 10, 1, and a...
That's a
9.
20. God damn.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Is that supposed to be damage?
Nope, that's not damage.
Oh boy.
This guy truly doesn't have a reason. The first one will fire off at Nox. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. The next one will fire off.
Saving throw. Hold.
At.
Do I have...
Let me just odds or evens this shit, because this is gonna be. Odds will be a ally, evens will be an enemy. I clicked before I rolled. Alright, so let's roll 2 here. I mean, ally versus NPC. You guys versus NPC. Alright, so, okay.
Got so many
Nox.
new skills that I'm a bit...
You're good. Nox, give me a
Yeah,
wisdom
just give me
saving
a
throw.
Okie
As,
dokie.
haha, that's what 1 is.
Charmed ray. Saving throw. Hold up, don't I have an action for that?
And I want
Or was that a spell?
as the next person most closest, I need Shiggy.
Mm-hmm.
What are you more confident in, your con or your dexterity?
I get advantage on dexterity saving throws against spells.
So
I believe it's
normal
on
saving
stuff you
throw.
can see.
I got a
And
14.
I see that. I
Can
can't
you see
him,
the eye beams? Yes, you can.
So,
I actually rolled 14
um,
on the fucking dot.
so
Holy shit. Saving
You said
throw with
dexterity, right?
advantage?
You said dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Turns out I was wrong. They were both dexterity. Either way, you are... Which one was it? Lucky that it's the 9 and not the 10. Okay. You will take...
What?
You're raging, right?
Okay. Okay. God damn.
Hi, so... You know how Ancestor Protect, you can, like, reduce damage? Now would be time to do that.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah. Oh no, it's not. Ancestral protectors. It
One
would
of your
be-
abilities reduces damage.
It's Gift of the Metallic Dragon. By an attack roll, you can use a reaction to manifest spectral wings. From your back, for a moment, you grant a bonus to target's AC, your proficiency bonus against that attack roll. I have a feeling that's not going to do shit. Yeah, no, okay. That doesn't do anything.
No, you just have to take that.
Hold on. Right your next turn. Oh, Spectral Warriors, Fury Raging, first creature. You hit. For your next turn, that target.
Wait, isn't your movement 40?
It is, but it didn't move all the way forward.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't know it was a beholder. Otherwise, I would have. But
It
that's
was.
that's also metagaming. And I try not to metagame.
Sorry. Fair enough.
Yeah, I just have to take that.
You
That'd be a
do.
lot of damage. God damn.
That's a lot of damage. That was 43.
There is a 1 in 10 chance of that ever happening, and you did. You will take a disintegration ray to the face, but do not fall from it. But it is.
I did. I'm not dead. I'm not down.
You are probably the only person who could take that and be okay.
I am not down, but I do not look good at all.
That's so bad. The DC is relatively not too high. And one other random civilian will fucking be deleted from existence.
Stretch and double.
That is their
I did.
turn. Edric,
Yes.
in your mind's eye, you will just hear a voice that calls and says, "You know where he is, don't you? Tell me. We can fix the blade. Isn't that what you want?" You immediately know that is in reference to Excalibur.
Mm-hmm.
That is not this creature's voice as much as it
No.
is.
That's the
someone
witches.
else's. You shook off the charm though, but it is up to
Yeah, I
you if
did.
that matters.
Well, I'm going to be using and point directly at that beautiful big eye in the center
You can target the eye, absolutely.
with an explosive bullet. Not a magic thing.
Oh, you love to see it. Can you kill the core mechanic of a beholder in one shot? Let's go.
And it's what, 15 feet from me? Not even. So
No, you will
yeesh.
absolutely be able to.
Okay.
Alternatively, you can hold your action for someone to be closer so that you can get sneak attack.
I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Since I am also part paladin, can I add
Yes.
my smite to my bullets?
Yes. Okay.
All right. Thank you. So I will probably be adding. Let me check my smites.
You only have one smite, although this thing is
I
slightly
have Thunderous
undead.
Smite and Wrathful Smite and Divine Smite.
Mhm.
And you're saying I only have one smite per day?
Yes.
Okay.
You have 2 smites because you're a second level paladin.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I have also Searing Smite. I'm gonna go with Divine Smite.
Cool. Basic bitch smite. More damage though.
So, how do I do that? I'm just clicking on Divine Smite and attack.
Yep.
With pistol.
Click on attack, then click on divine smite.
Oh, on attack.
Click
Hold up.
your gun.
Oh, right. Why is it not showing up?
It's in your inventory, not your features tab.
Oh, yeah. My dumb ass over here. Okay, so attack, you said?
You're okay. Yep.
Okay. And am I just normal attack?
Yep. You don't have advantage here.
All right, normal. That's a 17. Let's calculate damage now.
Nice.
That's max damage. Now let's do the smite.
Okay.
That's how do I do that?
You would click on the smite in your character sheet.
On the actions or the spellbook?
In the features tab, click on divine smite.
Features.
I accidentally put it in chat, but there you go. Click on the icon. I know we don't do combat on this season, so this game, so.
Okay. And damage. And normal.
+5. So you rolled a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
This
Would it hit?
creature. I'm going to, in this moment. Yes, it does. A 17 barely hits.
Okay. Still better than nothing. Since it's an explosive round, what are the effects on the creature?
I believe it would double the damage of the gun. So add me another D4, 2d4,
2d4s. Okay.
and I will make a Constitution save versus eye damage.
Okay.
Oh, I needed to have done that.
Sorry.
Because I took. Did I need to do a con save versus high damage?
No, his eye.
Oh, okay.
Eye
High damage.
'cause
I
it's
thought you said
specifically-
high, like high damage. Since I took
That
so much. at once.
is a 14. You will see that by targeting specifically the main eye, he fully blinks for a moment. It doesn't mean that he can't see you, but it does mean that the anti-magic cone in the area is no longer active for at least the round. Someone will have to keep up damage on that in order to make sure it's off. But yeah,
Okay, so can I also use my bonus action? I'm gonna
You can-
use Master of Tactics to do this and use help.
Wherever you want, within 30 feet.
I'm gonna use that.
What do
Actually,
you
let me
get to
redo
do
one
with
of-
that?
Give people the help action within a range of 30 feet.
Mm.
As a bonus action.
Okay.
Pretty useful. Who are you targeting?
Let me check. Okay.
In the meantime, I will just take the little cat keeper's turn. He's a little scaredy boy, gonna pull out a ray of frost. It's gonna go pew, and he will crit. Jesus.
Oh, damn. Sadness is not happy.
Damn.
I'm gonna use it on Scraps.
Scraps, you have the help action.
Cool. What do I get to do with that?
It will give you your next attack advantage.
Cool.
And since you're at rage, just need somebody to heal you. You know?
Smile.
Heh.
The shopkeeper will sort of like get behind, back up after doing that. Dealing 14 points of damage to this creature. Minus 14. And you dealt... How much damage did you deal? 8,
I
5,
did a,
12,
yeah, that was
15. Minus 15. Oh my god.
with the explosive bullet, isn't it like more?
No, double the
No.
base. You already rolled it on
Alright.
2d4.
That's right.
Awesome.
Whose turn is it now?
That was the shopkeep's turn. Next will be Makari.
Makari.
Yeah.
You will immediately see Issa, this robot, your robot friend here took a nasty hit. For context, always for everyone. Smile.
Sorry, say the last bit again.
Robot took a nasty hit. That is how much health they have left.
Oh.
Yeah. 12 HP in a dream.
Yeah, I'm at 12 out of 55.
Thank God you had 55 though.
Yeah.
So the only thing going through my head is how can, and color me surprised here, how can goblin grease help the situation?
Oh my
I
god.
swear to God with that
The
goblin
only
grease.
thing that is walking right now is the thing in front of you. Everything else is flying.
Can I fling my goblin grease in its eye to make it not see anymore?
I
You're
hate
talking
how that's a
how many
viable
eyes?
strategy. I fucking... Okay, yes, you can try to do that.
Cool. Issa is going to use her catapult to be able to get the range from where she is.
There is tons of stuff nearby.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, you grab like broken bottle and fill it with goblin grease. You have the catapult ready. Click on the icon for the spell, and it'll launch.
Boing.
No, I've been thinking about it. Doesn't that mean that Larry's probably using the gun that he wanted to sell me?
Hmm?
You know, the big dragon gun.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be able to use that.
Yep. Okay. Which? Let me roll a dex save for this man. He fails. Roll damage.
Oh no.
Issa?
Damage.
My guy is already taking a lot of damage at the start.
Oh yeah.
17.
He's not happy with that. He looks bloodied. He does not like what is happening right now. And as he
With his eyes.
You grease up his eye. I'm gonna make a con save for his eye to see which eyes you disable and how bad it is. So let's see. Let's see what's sort of funny bullshit. Fully, that doesn't seem to have caused any additional effect. You just dealt damage. Oh, boo-hoo. But a bunch of damage. Oh no. Only damage.
17
however,
damage. Goddamn.
What will happen is that, hey, fuck you. He's got a little something known as I'm sorry.
Oh dear God.
I rate legendary actions. Smile.
Oh,
So
legendary
we're gonna
actions.
use it- Legendary actions, yes. So that's gonna
Oh
be.
lord.
You know that Harry Partridge meme where it's like, yes, this situation is woefully underpopulated by bees. A briefcase full of bees will help this situation. It's like me with goblin grease.
Yes.
Is Garrison in front of Makari or?
Yes.
Okay, so
Sort of acting
technically
as a
speaking,
guard, I
he
guess.
could shield it. Okay.
So that's an 8. Who hurt the most? Honestly,
Me.
you don't want me to do this to you.
Okay, yeah, then no.
Honestly, you're right in front of him,
Oh,
and
no.
you failed the charm, and he'll just sort of like one of the stalks will like and stare directly at you in this moment.
Oh god.
If you won't assist, we'll find one who will.
As it tries to petrify you. I need a dexterity saving throw as you see this laser coming at you. You will see even the Nox, even the oh boy. Wait, no, it was going for Nox,
Oh,
not
right.
Issa. Nox.
Was it going for me?
Yes, it was going for you because you're closer.
Okay.
Yes.
So what am I?
I wish
Dexterity?
bardic inspirations were like
Reactions?
reactionary. Yeah.
I can just
There
see
you
Or
go.
my-
guidance.
You could always do silvery barbs, I think, if you don't already. This is also the wrong. It swapped to different music for some reason.
Okay, let's
Don't
go.
know why, but this is a
And
bop, so I'm gonna keep it anyway.
normal roll for saving throw and dexterity. Let's go.
I was just saying I can see it in my head. Is it through the
Does that save me?
the monster's
Yes,
angry?
it does.
but it takes the
You will
extra out.
see as this laser comes by, this whole column of like the gas suddenly becomes a small, thin pipe that falls and shatters on the ground, petrified in the air. That might be useful later, but that is their legendary action. Makari, that is
Fucking
your
sand.
turn. Next will be the eyes. The floating eyes will swoop in, trying to make things a lot worse. They are actively flying. Also, that is not their character sheet.
Oh.
They should have way more than that. They do have 30 feet of movement. That is something they do have, but they should be a little bit more threatening.
Oh, look at that. There's a little guy on top. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, there's just some little guys.
There's a little guy.
Yes. This creature will attack Davith.
No.
As its hand will extend into talons, and one attack on Talon, Davith, one attack on Larry, and no one else is nearby.
I mean, there's a civilian.
Yeah, there's a civilian. Let's see if we kill a civilian. Take 1. That was Davith. Davith is gonna take little bit of damage.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Let me give you guys Davith's health bar. Smiley. Davith takes 5 points of damage.
Okay, so he's not that bad.
fully a sorcerer. Next will be the civilian.
You would have thought at 5 damage, you would have died instantly. Ooh, 18.
The civilian is barely alive with 2 hit points left. Oh my god.
Oh, all of them.
The actors are linked. Don't worry about it.
Well, that was pretty funny to see, though.
And the last thing will be that'll hit.
Look at all those good rolls. Holy shish.
Be glad I'm wasting it on these tiny bitch boys. How does
3
Davith
damage
have
on
less? Okay. Oh, con. Right. He's a crack addict. Of course he'll have a good con.
It makes sense.
Larry got hit as well. He's not doing. He's not happy about it. But he do be shooting. He do be rooting.
Do we be tootin'?
He do be rootin' tootin', cowboy shooting. Speaking of people doing things, Garrison's gonna do. Garrison's gonna do a funny, and by do a funny I mean, hi, please don't die, and give you 20 hit points.
That's cool.
Leaving him with 5 points of lay on hands left.
Well, technically, I could use lay on hands still.
Yes, you could.
I also have healing stuff.
You do. I've got 3 legendary actions. I might as well use one.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh my god.
Again with that one?
I guess, yeah.
God damn, he really wants us to turn to statues.
I'm fully eeny, meeny, miny. I'm not gonna target Garrison because I'm not gonna instant kill him while he's not here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof.
Sorry, what was that roll?
Dex save.
Yep.
With advantage.
I was about to say, can I see it?
Yes, you can.
Saving throw.
I don't see.
Advantage.
On your.
I'm gonna go cry.
I'm so sorry.
Yikers.
On your turn, you will be on a failed save. You must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn. Cool. You start to like feel your joints lock up, as if it starts to crake and sort of become stiff again. Something's not right with you anymore, and it does not look good. That is absurd. It is not hard. The DC's not high. It's fully not high. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use something to save scraps again.
Goblin grease?
Goblin grease, maybe?
Anyways, Desi.
Yes.
Give him hail.
It do be your turn.
All right. Question.
Absolutely.
Because of what I'm wearing, if I wanted to remove something, would that be a free action or would that take up my action?
What are you wearing?
My dress. My work, quote unquote, work dress.
You're going on a streak. Let's go.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand check.
If you roll a 15 or higher, I will let you do it. It's
Nat
not
20.
even a bonus action. It's just
I'm
free.
used to taking things off quickly. What can I say?
You know,
That's a crit right there. Doesn't even rip.
sometimes you
It's
crit
whoosh.
on getting nude. You are naked in the street. You are distracting everyone.
Okay, well, okay. So and talking is a free action, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Change the rules.
All right.
This is
So
lingering.
so
Mhm.
I start walking, and as I pass Nox, I'm like, you guys might wanna take a step back. And I walk right up to it. I can't move.
Okay.
Oh no.
Did I pause the game? No, I didn't. You should be able to.
Weird.
Or am I in the wait? Am I not in the
Are you calculating the
token controls? Do I left click or do I right click?
You left click and drag. You should be
There we
able
go.
to.
Yeah, I can. It'll show me like
Are
oh
you
wait,
clicking the ruler?
I did have the ruler, but it shows token
Click
controls
select
highlighted.
tokens. Token controls select
Anyway.
tokens. Oh my god.
Anyway,
she had that.
so there I was, barbecue sauce on. Okay, so
On the titties.
I so I walk up to this thing naked.
As one does.
Yep.
You have been a very bad boy.
Oh boy.
And I activate my necrotic shroud.
Absolutely. What does it do again? Right. In addition, the first attack made against a creature will be a crit. Yes, yes. We buffed it. I remember. Because you made a deal with Devil.
Yes.
That is a action. Is this thing immune to fear? I don't think it is. It's not. That is a charisma. What is the DC for your thingy?
It's a DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
So it'll be the same as your spell casting. 14. Cool. Let's see. Wisdom. Jesus. Fuck. Really?
Apparently.
What the fuck? Watch this be the thing that fails.
He probably did, yes.
Saving throw. Am I? Is it? Why? Game? Hello?
Game
Hello?
just went poof.
Also, I don't know if you
Saving
want
throw.
that, but I feel like that's how I look when that happens.
Okay, that's a 5. Plus, doesn't matter what the bonus is. 5's kind of.
God damn, that's a critical.
They look afraid. Is this? Or did you just send me an image of a naked woman?
No, it's not naked. She has a dress on. She has like some nice side boobage, but she's not
Oh,
naked.
okay, thank God.
She has a dress on.
Okay.
Yeah. I would never. I would not do that. No. Not unless you wanted. Unless you wanted me to send it, which I can. But
I am too gay for this shit.
you're fine. You're fine.
You will see. I can actually. This is safe. Honestly, fine for me to show chat even. You will see Avacyn go and sprout dark spectral wings the little color in her face leaves her body as it is just a horrific, shadowy visage of what could be.
Imagine her
everybody
looking like
within-
Mr. Negative.
Yes. Everybody within 10 feet, which Avacyn is a little bit closer than you realize, so let me give you a good indication here.
That would be 10 feet, be me and Scraps.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I can't make it red. Whoops. What color do you like, Avacyn?
Red or black.
God, two colors that do not show up well right now in this particular encounter. Well, this blood red emission, similar to what you see here, begins to emit violently from her. And Nox and Scraps, you guys are still in the AoE, so I will need a, I believe it is Wisdom?
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw?
Yeah, it's charisma if you don't want to be
Succeed on a
frightened.
Charisma saving throw. Wow. That actually surprises me.
Okay, normal throw. That's cool.
I've noticed that there aren't
Yeah.
a lot of charisma saving throws.
What was the
Yeah,
DC on that?
That's why I thought it
14.
was like, I know, I was like, I haven't done my necrotic shroud yet.
DC 8. Okay.
No, 14 total for her. So Scraps, you
Wow.
are unaffected by this. Nox, you're just like, I don't know, scare roused or something. And
Let's just say my instincts are kind of kicking in, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll just let her do what she has to do.
You have vivid memories of another witch, and like PTSD coming into your head of like terrifying witches, and you feel that in this moment.
It reminds me of Morgana. Holy shit.
Meanwhile, Garrison's in the corner, probably thinking like, "Gosh, she must be really cold."
Why does it sound so much like him? Holy shit.
It's so true though.
Oh,
It
she
probably-
must get cold.
It's like, bro, like when I removed my clothes, it was like, oh, did she forget her dress?
You will see this creature cannot help but stare at what they're afraid of. And
Are all of its eyes on me?
you might not want for that to happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay. Okay, I
Different.
didn't know. I didn't know. Okay.
It shoots lasers out of its eyes.
Okay. So question, because it says, I'm just trying to understand.
It is like in this moment, it all gets a good look at you, but
Yeah.
it will then try to not be in that position in the future. But for this
Yes.
moment right here, right now, it is afraid.
Okay. Because it says during it, once on each of your turns, you can deal extra necrotic damage to one target.
Mhm.
But because I did this as an action, can I do that?
You would have to
That's
use
what I'm
an
trying to
offhand
understand.
attack or bonus action. So if you have like a light weapon on your offhand, dagger, or revolver or something, you can do that.
She
I
actually has
do,
those.
but I wouldn't. So okay, I wouldn't be able.
You could also set
Question.
up with your. Sorry.
Question then. Okay, is
Mhm.
inflict wounds? That's a spell,
That is
right?
a spell. You can absolutely
It's a
use
melee
it, but
spell.
it is an action.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's fine because the first successful attack will be a critical hit, and the inflict wounds is a necrotic damage. I don't know if it's affected by it or not, but
yes.
it's a melee spell. So I mean, like,
Yes, it is a melee spell attack.
it's gonna do more than my regular.
Yes.
weapons. So I just want to
if
make
you
sure I
upcast
could
it,
do
it
that.
can deal even more damage.
More.
Uh,
Cast it at your highest spell slot.
can
You've
I?
basically
Right now, it's
just
only
done-
showing like it's only showing it's available in my first level spell. So can I do it at a
When
higher
you
level?
do that, you can it will give you the option to upcast it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it at third level.
Yeah, well, you have to wait next turn because I believe activating your necrotic shout is an action. Not a
Yes.
bonus
Okay.
action.
Then for a bonus action, I will do Tales from Beyond.
Poggers,
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
roll me a d12.
D.
Watch this be something that makes your next hit even bigger. That is an 8. You become
Tales of the
invisible. That
Scared of the unseen.
sneak
Oh
attack.
no.
Does she have sneak attack?
Oh my
No.
gosh! Wait. And the
Oh.
creature
Hold
it hits takes necrotic damage equal to my bardic inspiration type, and it's frightened
So
too.
here's what fucking happens. You become horrific. And I'm going to just paint the scene with a
Emphasis on
little
the
bit of
whore. Hey.
Hey yo.
You know, I'm not really one to say that type of thing about my friends, but you know, it's fine.
It's her character. I'm not saying it about her. I'm saying it about her character.
Like my character literally is a whore. It's her
Yeah.
job. That is her profession.
Yeah.
She ain't wrong.
You're right. You're
One
right.
hell of a subclass. Holy shit.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say that about like Desi. I like her character. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not that much of a bitch.
Okay. We're gonna swap the music to this while I describe this.
It's gonna be a sad music now because the boss is just crying in the corner.
Oh, why is the music not playing for me? Oh, you're not streaming.
Am I not?
No.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it closed.
Shit. Share
I
screen.
don't know how long it's been that way. I just realized, man, it's quiet.
Dang. Well,
Hey,
it works
quiet.
for. Hopefully, this fixes it.
There.
Looking at the thumbnail of the image of it, you undress yourself. Your spectral wings come out. Your eyes, your face loses all color. Your eyes become completely black except for the one white one in the midst of an inky pool. Your skin porcelain and pale as if all color has disappeared, all blood. You are a walking homage to Nightmare. This creature stares at you, and with its face, you'll see, if it did have a face, if it did have a mouth, if it did have like eyelids and eyebrows, it would scream out in horror. But they're all, in this moment, focused on you. And as it does this, you will open your mouth and a tale comes out of your mouth. A story that you've heard from beyond. And one that you've heard from someone who watches over you. Not from above, but from below. A tale of one who fought and protected, but fell and had their bodies snatched, piloted by the devil themselves. forced to watch as they do and commit horror after atrocity again and again and again, as the very thing that they fought so hard to stop laughs, knowing that they are suffering. This spirit, this ghost, can only watch in pain as you take on a more spectral, ethereal appearance. You, like the specter, disappear. And as this creature was charging its eye beams, you will see petrified panic as it was going to use its final legendary action to target you with anything it could. But now
Did it
it
just
is
waste a
left in
legendary action?
paranoia and fear, as it does not know where you went. That is your turn, Desi. Would you like to move?
Beautiful. Let's see. So okay, question. If I okay, because I moved first, does that mean I can't? I can still move after I do
Yeah,
that first?
if you still have movement.
I
Oh,
believe she has
okay,
10
yes,
feet
yeah.
left.
Yeah, I have
You moved.
30 feet in total because I moved.
Yes, you moved 20.
Okay.
So you have 10 more.
So if I move, will these two still be affected by my fear?
You would have to
Like if I moved like here?
yes, because it is an AoE around you. So you see that swirling veil of like red pain surrounding you?
Yeah.
That is where they are.
20. You know what? Hold on. 20.
So like if you were to move
25.
here, they would be out of it. Or
Okay, I
here.
have to go here. Okay, so 15, 20, 25, 30. You know what? Hold on. 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll move here. Actually,
Cool.
here. Yeah.
You do.
Just to make sure. If they want to get closer, that way they can get a little closer. Not be affected by it.
All
I love
right.
that they can't see me, but they still fear me. Oh my god. Your description.
That's
I just I
It's
love it.
exactly what happened.
I love it. It's
Yay!
I have a question though.
When you said that like a tail comes from her mouth, I imagined like
An actual
Tail.
Yes, I know. The ability is Tales from Beyond, so I
I know
have to.
it just my tired brain like trying to imagine, spooky shit. It was just like she opens her mouth and like a tentacle like tail just comes out of her mouth and like starts smacking the beholder.
What that tongue do?
You will see that Larry grabs one of his like just a gun, not actually the smart the fancy one, like his old reliable.
What a
And-
waste. He could have used it.
The reason being, he's going to try to just be reliable here. He's gonna just use some arcane shots here and go pew. And I know it says longbow. Shut the fuck up.
It's reskinned. It's reskinned, guys.
I
By
know
the
it says
way,
longbow. Shut the fuck up.
Before Desi disappeared, you said that the boss was about to use his last
High beams and
legendary
wasted
action.
legendary actions on him, yes.
So he has none of them left.
Nope. Until his start of his next turn.
Okay. Good to know.
Question then too.
Mm-hmm.
It says the first successful attack made against a creature will be a critical hit. Is that only for me or is that for anyone in the
That's
party?
for you.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Darn. Okay.
Unfortunately, you cannot give it to the barbarian or rogue. No.
Mm-mm. Okay, that's fine.
Sag.
See, I know.
I'm not sure if you're aware
Imagine.
of this, but your character's kind of selfish.
I mean, yes, but I just want to make sure they wouldn't take it from me.
Fair.
Oh, I totally would.
Absolutely, yes. That tracks.
It's mine.
All right, it's-
Yeah,
I
it
mean, to be
wouldn't
fair,
be
you have the
mine.
mother of all like arrow.
It wouldn't be a it's mine. It would be a oh, she weakened it for me.
Mhm, mhm.
Like it wouldn't be a selfish thing. It would be like an oh, okay.
It would be
Sadly,
a
you're
good for
kinda-
the
you're-
team thing.
Yeah, sadly, right now, Shiggy is kind of useless since,
Mhm.
petrified.
Yep.
Yep. Petrification's kind of. You could dispel magic on that.
Wait, do I have that?
No, the Avacyn does.
Oh, right.
But she's selfish.
Yep. I mean,
Fully
she can
playing
still,
a chaotic evil character.
she can still see the usefulness of the barbarians.
The only reason that I did this and I got so upset is because this motherfucker interrupted my shopping time. You know how long it's been since I've been shopping? This motherfucker, no.
That's fair. Let's see here. Oh god, I did not mean to roll that, but I thought that was damage. Whoops. That's an 18 plus 4, which will hit. Damage gets the plus 1d6 plus 1d6. Alright. Okay, so that's 8 plus this. Plus this, plus Archer style, so that's gonna be 8 plus 2, 10 points of damage, as he is a level 3 fighter. Sorry. Minus 10. Pew, and this creature is not happy. Davith is gonna run. Davith will grab a Is he? He would. He fucking would.
Of course he would. Doesn't
Probably
David
get
have like
here.
a concoction he could have used to unpetrify?
Actually, let's roll percentage chance, because you're 100% right. He probably could. He's gonna like look into his coat because he threw his bag into the fucking chimneys. On a 10 or higher, he does. He might, but he can't find it now. He'll. I'm gonna say he'll burn his action to search again with advantage. See if he gets a 10 or higher. He does. In that case, he's not gonna deal damage. He's going to go over here and like pull out Issa. You will just see a familiar twinge of like, oh, this is like constant, like somehow it's not even goblin grease. It's barely grease anymore. It's almost butter with how thick this goblin grease is, and he just begins to lather it along Scrap's joints. Scraps, your petrification is, it's not perfect. I will say that you're probably like half speed, but you goblin butter. Why did I say that?
I'm really
But
trapped.
you
I said
Fuck
it in
me.
episode 1. There isn't a situation where goblin grease isn't useful.
He doesn't taste. I don't know. You still like don't have your full movement available to you. It's not like a full restoration, and you're not like you're still actively being petrified until you make the save. But this has effectively given you half of your movement back.
Okay.
Because I do know movement go brr. You are slow though.
I'm going to talk to Davith after this and maybe look into patenting goblin butter.
Goblin butter. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Why is my mind like this? Okay. Scraps, it is your turn.
Okay.
Right on time.
I'm
Is
gonna.
Scrap still raging, by the way?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. And also, Scraps has the help thing.
Mhm.
which
Yes, you
should be
do.
helping.
They do be
So-
having the help action.
Where's my? There it is. So my great sword,
Go for bonk.
attacking with advantage.
Hell yeah. Does a
Um,
23 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Let's see. The beholder now becomes the target of the warriors, which will hinder its attacks until the start of my next turn. That target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against me. And when the target hits a creature other than me with an attack, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
That's absurd.
You see, he already has disadvantage because of the friend state.
Actually, no, because well, no, never mind. Yeah, he's afraid
Mhm.
of nothing.
Of nothing, because Desi vanished.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
Oh, that's
roll
lovely.
damage, if you wouldn't, and give your second attack.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Does that include your rage damage?
No, that doesn't actually.
Go
Let me
Uh,
add it.
So that's 15. Oh, no, wrong way. Wrong way. Minus 15. You will see this thing is like near death. It is not happy with what has happened. It can take it can deal a lot of damage, but it can't seem to take it.
Well,
Oof. Oh, max
not-
damage. Almost.
not-
Holy shit.
and that's not including rage damage.
So that's gonna be minus 16. Oh,
Yeah, that
I have
beholder's
to be
about to
mean.
die.
I have to be really mean.
Mm.
I'm gonna be mean, and I'm sorry.
Second death. Oh no.
No. If you zoom in real close,
Well, hold on. Oh, I know what I should have done. It's fine.
it has 3 hit points left.
I could barely see that little line there if you didn't zoom. Holy shit.
It has.
My question is, what is gonna happen to the minions once the boss dies? Are they also just gonna, or do we have to also kill them?
We will see.
Okie dokies.
I'm really quick checking to see if there's anything else I can do. Just
You only have one
Don't
bonus
think
action? Oh,
there
sheesh.
is. I don't think there is. I was seeing if there was like anything that I could do that would just do a little tiny bit more damage.
Nope. All right.
No, written.
It is now the Witch's Eye's turn next.
Mhm.
There is only one thing that they can do that will save them, and they need to consume their minion to survive. However, in order to do that, they need to do this. So, hey,
Since it moved through my.
yes. So, Desi and Scraps. So Avacyn and Scraps, you both get attacks of opportunity on this guy if you want to.
Let's go.
Oh,
Please,
lovely.
miss. Please, Desi, you can do it with advantage because you're invisible.
Oh wait, I don't get it.
So,
Oh, the help action should only work on one attack.
Yeah.
can I inflict wounds
Oh,
on it because I
Yes, because you can call that, yes.
Oh, lovely.
I will. I will re-roll that then. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Attack. Normal.
Ah,
That's a miss.
you do not get the kill, unfortunate. Can
I do
Desi
not.
pick up? Desi, click the attack roll.
Okay.
Inflicting wounds is actually
can
gonna
I-
kill him. No.
No, I can't do that. Never mind. Attack. Would I do that with advantage or red normal?
Advantage because you're invisible.
Okay.
Then as soon as you attack, you're no longer invisible.
Yeah,
Yeah, she killed it. She's killed it.
Okay, I'm fine.
The fastest
If I recall, there's also the necrotic damage from the.
Oh,
Gems of the
there's a
Phantom.
lot. So
Yeah.
there's the
That's a
necrotic
lot of
damage,
necrotic damage,
plus
goddamn.
the damage from my invisibility because I get
That's a
to
lot of
get my
damage.
bardic
Mhm.
inspiration plus well anyway like my attack's going to crit from my
So
necrotic shroud.
you had to set up the crit and then crit on the setup crit. Which means that is. I need you to click damage twice. Critical hit damage twice. And we. How would you. So that will be a total of. Okay. So you're casting at level 3, so that's going to be 5d10 damage. You crit, so that'd be 10d10 damage. But that was baseline because you were coming out of Necrotic Shout. You crit on top of that, which makes it 20d10 damage. Did I close Discord? Did Discord crash? Can you hear me? Everything
overkill.
crashed.
Oh
Did I
no.
crash? Everything crashed.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm fine, I think.
Oh no.
Hopefully stream didn't die. So I changed the music to something a little bit more appropriate.
It is not streaming for us anymore. Again.
There we go. Yeah, this tracks because Yure Ghost. That this tracks. So here's what happens. A third level inflict wound is 5d10. You had made it so that the base for that would be 10d10 because of your necrotic shroud. And then you crit on top of that. So now it's 20d10.
What about the necrotic damage that she also inflicts with the tail? Does that also add up to it?
Plus,
No, I don't think that is
2D.
added in the crit.
no, it is. Wait, is it?
Oh, it
Hold
is?
up, let me see.
It should.
I thought it was just the base attack.
Let me go
If a
check.
target hits a creature
Well-
during this invisibility, takes necrotic. Yeah, no. Okay. So, I will type out what you need to do, Avacyn. I will
Okay.
DM you the dice.
Come on,
Slash
go.
Okay, because I.
It's gonna be
It's
a
a
lot of
lot.
dice.
space.
It's a lot.
Okay.
Oh no.
Would
It's gonna crash everybody's stream
You-
because there's too many of them.
kindly
Desi went Mr. Negative over here and just exploded.
Everywhere.
would you kindly roll
That gremlin giggle, goddammit.
what is your bardic inspiration dice size? I believe it
Uh,
you're still a
D6.
level 5 bard. So I believe we haven't. No, it's a D8. So
Even
please
better.
put that in the chat box.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Wait, do I? Is that including with
Yes.
my level?
Wait, no, it's not. Hold up.
Because it says that
Uh,
it gets extra bonus damage with
Equal to your level.
Yeah, equal
Yes,
to my
so
level.
please
Yeah.
kindly put that
Okay.
in chat.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Blah.
As you sneak in front of this thing and
Chat-
you
Chat, y'all can't see that number because I'm in the way. Let me move. Let me
I'm gonna
move
do the same.
so y'all can see that's 125 damage. That's a lot of damage.
this thing had 90 hit points.
I'm gonna one shot that shit.
It was a reduced threat beholder. A regular beholder has 150 hit points.
That would have been. Oh my lord.
I'm a
Garrison, do you want me to describe what happens, or would you like to do it?
I have a little something I want to say to it, but beyond that, feel free if you want to set me up for it.
Hi, cooking.
How do you touch this creature? Like, how do you, like, because
Grabs
you
it
have
by
to
the
touch
balls
them.
and squeezes.
He's
I
still naked,
would
also, by the way.
I would slink my arm, my
Keep
my
in mind
one,
you are invisible.
my right. I would stab it with my left hand in the back, and then with my right hand, like slink it around like its front of its body, and like get right up in its like where I would think would be like an ear. Yeah.
As you do it, it bleeds out, and as you punch a hole through it, salt water. And he bends down as you grab its ear.
You are a pathetic, non-existent worm. How dare you interrupt my shopping?
And then I spit on it.
A shopping next.
You. Mhm. Sure.
I go back
Makari.
shopping now. God damn it.
This thing leans forward, and you'll feel fear in it. And in this moment, it is no longer whatever entity this used to be, whatever agent of the witch speaking. That mind, it is shut down. It is rejecting you as an entity. It fully, to preserve itself, has dissociated so much that it almost cannot process what is happening. It is so afraid. But there is someone watching. And the main eye refuses to turn, and some of the stalks also do the same. But there will be a voice that echoes in your head that everyone hears as this being, eldritch horror, looks back at, communicates someone else's words.
Your actions. It seems I can no longer see you as just a pest. You will be easier to get rid of. Enjoy your last shopping trip.
Villain from Legally Blonde 2.
This creature fully dissolves into salt water. It is like sickly, and you will, or it smells like salt water. You will see there are, it feel, as you look down at it, it is inky and black. Void incarnate. It is thin, but there is no, it is a very thin liquid, but it is so dark that you cannot see the color of the stones, and anything that it touches becomes permanently like dyed black. And as everything dies down, you will see the smoke, the smog, whatever fuel was burning, whatever experiment was happening, will slowly slink away as all of the that's the wrong fucking tool, as all of the chimneys run out of whatever they were burning. And now the only terrifying thing, the only horror surrounding the area, is you, Avacyn. The other beasts flee if they can. Those that were not directly engaged in combat run away. And you suspect... Everybody give me an insight check in this moment. And Avacyn, you got in her head, so give it with advantage.
Okay.
Insight check, you said?
Yes.
That is the lowest
Let's
roll I've done.
go!
Well, you're not an investigator anymore, remember? You're mastermind.
True.
Desi, Issa, Scraps. Nox, you're sort of reeling by like, what the fuck was that? This was the witch building some kind of army. As you all look around, there are no bodies lining the city, the streets. There are no corpses, no monstrosities, but no people either.
Meanwhile, you still got the drunk fat ass over there down south of the street.
You know
He's
what?
fine.
He's not there anymore, actually. He's fucking gone.
I was gonna say, that guy just stood there and looked at everything. He was like, huh. Smokes a cigar. You will just be struck as the fog fades, as the cities becomes passable again, by the sheer silence. Nothing is stirring. This market street, busy as it might have been, has been all but emptied. No breathing. No creatures. Silence. Whatever the witch was planning, it is no longer just a personal thing. This, even though some of you might not be inclined to, it might be in your best interest to start doing a bit of good around the city. And that's where we're going to end for this session.
Hey,
That was good.
that was really good.
Yeah. Just a little combat, just a small little thing. You guys were fine. You didn't. There was no risk of death. Totally not.
Looks at the barbarian, almost dead.
None whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
All right, it's a bit 2-hour session, a little bit shorter than I'd usually like, but it's fine.
We also had
So-
to start late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
1 hour session, more accurate. But hey, Boop Suffer, what do you mean by that?
What?
What are you doing? Oh, push-ups. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll do them.
I mean,
Um,
suffer,
yeah,
but in
thank
a
you so
good
much.
way.
Thank you so much for playing. I really hope you guys had fun. Desi, you
Yeah.
certainly had your moment.
I had
As it was
fun.
shining.
Goblin butter was made canonically real, so
I fucking hate
I
this.
love it. I love it.
I'm
So good.
gonna do the push-ups and I'm going to probably head off for the evening.
I swear.
Uh,
If anything else interrupts my shopping, I
Let it be known,
hey, if
never
there's
to
one
interrupt.
thing that Desi and Avacyn love, it's capitalism and the exchange of currency for goods and services.
Oh my lord.
Avacyn loves capitalism. You heard it here first.
Listen, she's been like running around doing all this shit. She was like finally having like a peaceful day to just shop and just do some fun shit. Just all can have a nice shopping day. No.
Yeah.
Nah, the witch decided now, fuck you, bitch.
The witch decided to launch chemical warfare on like a good, I suppose, 3% of the London population.
Oh, FYI, also, you also have a straggler in the other street.
Or what?
Look at the street. One of the creatures is still there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine. I'll just, that's not the end of the world.
Hey, what is that weird thing? Don't worry about it. I'll shoot it later.
Thank you for a lovely session.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to be
Bye.
free to head out? I'm just going to do some push-ups and probably do some lo-fi for now.
All right. You guys have a great
Bye-bye.
night. Bye.
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 Bye. Okay. Oh, Fionko Miko, thank you for the follow. Sorry about that. I was preoccupied. I couldn't respond. I really should have though. That's rather cringe of me. Anyways, Yofi and the push-ups because you guys are bastards. Okay. You know, it's getting a little bit easier to do push-ups now. And honestly, I'm proud of that. Which, fuck your shopping day. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways, let me find someone to raid. Let's see. Whomst the fuck should I raid? Whomst. I wish I could. Let's raid someone completely fucking new. How about that, eh? Let's see. Thank you guys so much for, like, watching, by the by. It truly means the world that anyone would be interested in watching my games. It's really nice. If you want to catch out more of my games, I'll be Knifepoint, Shattered Steel. My Friday game will unfortunately be on a hiatus for the foreseeable future, for a month, but it will be up and running sometime in late March or yeah. Anyways, we're gonna raid another D&D content creator because they deserve. D&D is awesome / raid. They're currently running a game, so I do not expect a shout out, but please be nice to them and tell them that they are poggers. All right. Yes. Gosh. And I am sorry about the lack of streams lately. I'll try and be a bit better about that in the coming days. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Boop.